Good morning. What's up? It's a gorgeous day. Listening to some great music. Take me in your arms. Old school, of course. So what is today's topic? Oh, okay. You want to know? First, let me tell you, I will not be able to see anything that you're texting. Matter of fact, I'm going to take these off, and then I really won't be able to see anything. But just so you can see my baby blues. And I'm going to have my coffee. I haven't had anything all day except for this. So I'm breaking my fast, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, today's topic is about life habits. And if you know anything about life, you know life is happening every second. No matter what you have planned, life will happen. And maybe not always the way you planned it. Yeah. Just letting you know that. There should be no expectations about how your day should go. You can make plans. Yes, you could do that. You can make a plan on what you want to do. For sure. For sure, for sure. You can even start to follow that plan. But there's no guarantees, my friend, that it's going to go the way you planned. So I live my life precariously. That's the word I was trying to find the other day. I could not say it. I've been practicing, you see. Precariously, I just live. Because even though I have a plan of what I want to do, I know it's not necessarily going to go the way I think it should. Because I can't control what life does. Can't control it. Can't do it. I've learned that. I've learned that. And you will learn as well. So let me tell you what happened so that you can learn from my lesson. Yesterday, my master plan was to get in my car and go play drums again. I have both my drums in the car and my bongos. And my plan was to go out in nature, like I always do, in a different location, and play. I get in my car, it won't start. This is yesterday, Tuesday. It won't start. So I said to myself, you know what? Should I let that bother me? Nah. I'm going to put the drum on my back and walk down the street and go in the park and play. That was my plan. My tentative plan. Because when life throws corns at you or rocks at you, you've got to know how to dodge them. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put my drum on my back. And I take the heavy drum, right? Not the lighter drum. I take the heavy drum and I head to the park. I walk down the street. I said, oh my God, this drum is heavy. Because I took the heavy one. I didn't take the light one. No, I had to go and take the heavy one. Oswald weighs probably half of what I weigh. I'm not telling you how much that is. But it was quite a bit. And I get maybe 2 blocks and my back is killing me. Because I not only have the drum on me, I have a backpack with things in it, you know, because I need certain things, certain items. Alright, that was a skateboarder. Need certain items like my tripod and different things. I don't have to explain all that. And I have also my purse, you know, which has a lot of other things in it that I need. And a coat wrapped around my waist. So I'm loaded down, basically. I'm loaded down with weight. And I head to the park. But instead of going to the park that I normally would go to, I decided I'm going to go to these 2 tall buildings not far from my house. And I think maybe, last time I was there, it was a little windy and it was a little cold, so I couldn't do anything. But I figured if I went there today or yesterday, it would be a nice place to play. Nobody around, nice acoustics, because I'm between 2 tall buildings, 2 tall buildings. And it's warm out. I head there. The walk seemed like it was taking forever. When I say forever, it was like forever. I don't know how to describe that. And the weight of the drum was slowing me down. I'm like, I don't know if I can make this. I really need to work out if I'm going to be doing stuff like this. Instead of putting my drum in a wagon, which I have for transportation, I want to be Superwoman, right? Superwoman, and I'm going to carry this heavy drum. Lord have mercy, let me tell you. That was a walk. That was a serious walk. But I got there. I did. But as soon as I crossed over into the 2 buildings, the wind just went like a wind tunnel. And I had no place to be in this wind tunnel to set up my equipment and play and record. I couldn't find no place to be. No place. So I just didn't do anything. I sat there though. I sat there for a long time. I'm listening. I put on my headphones like this. And just played. And that's what I did. I just played regardless. I just didn't record it. That's all. I didn't. It was too windy. There was no way that was going to happen. So life happens, right? That's what I'm saying. Life happens. You can't predict that that's going to happen. I didn't predict that. I just thought it was going to be a great afternoon. I would sit in the sun. I would enjoy the sunshine and the good weather, playing my drum, which I love, to my heart and soul and spirit. And guess what? Things didn't go the way let me put that coffee down. Didn't go the way I planned. So you have to roll with it. You got to make things, you just got to let it be. That's the only way I could describe it. You got to let life be as it comes to you. And not have no expectations about how it should be. You just got to let it be. And go with it. Make a new plan, Stan. But not one that you expect is going to happen. You just got to make a new plan. I stayed there for 2 hours. Mostly because I needed to rest. Thinking about the trip home, which is not that far from my house. It was probably 15 minutes of walking. But the weight of the drum was what I was thinking about. I got to carry this thing all the way home. But if I rest a while, I'll be able to do it. That was something I knew. I just needed to rest my back. So I played my drum. I didn't even take it out of the case. I just took the cover off and exposed the top. And like I said, put in my music and tapped out the patterns. A few people walked by, did this. Like, wow, they could hear me. Because I could hear it through my headphones that I was doing it correctly. But it's just I couldn't play like I wanted to, you know. But it's all right. Not everything has to be what you think it should be. That's the whole purpose of this live, is to tell you life happens. Life happens. And you can't coin it. You can't. Even if you did get everything done that you planned. Even if everything went exactly the way you wanted it to go. You're not in charge. You're not large. You know, in charge and large, you know, as they say. You got to go with the flow, baby. You got to flow with it. If Joanne Diamond is watching right now, I know she knows what I'm talking about. If Nadine is listening, she knows what I'm talking about. If my sisters know, well, one sister is more of a planner, but the other one, they kind of know that you can't always plan out things the way exactly you want it to go, because sometimes it doesn't work exactly. Even if you scripted it out, there's always going to be a change in that plan. Always going to be something that's going to sidetrack it, and it's not going to go exactly according to the master plan. But having a plan is a good thing, because it kind of guides you in the right direction of where you need to be. Like, I could have got upset my car didn't start. I could have called AAA and got it started. The whole thing was, I'll tell you about what happened to it and how I got it fixed. I could have did a lot of things, but it was the middle of the day, like right now, and by the time I would get that all done, my day would be done and it would be like over. So what's the sense? I said, you know what? It is what it is. Maybe I'm not supposed to be driving today. You know, I have to look at it like that. You have to see the bigger picture. You have to know that life happens in different ways, and you're guided, you are protected, and you are guided to do certain things at a certain time. And you're beautiful no matter what. Everything you do is beautiful, as long as you keep that positive energy flowing. So that's what happened yesterday. So I went home after that long walk, and you know, I was pretty exhausted. I made a nice meal. I cooked salmon, mushrooms, string beans, garlic, and onions, spaghetti squash. It was a delicious meal. Let me tell you, I felt good that I was able to do that, even though I was in a lot of pain. Because carrying that drum and my knee hurting, you know, if I just walk, my knee's fine. But when I carried the extra weight, oh man, I was in for trouble, let me tell you. But it all worked out. And I sat and did my videos that I did the day before, put some up, listened to one of my favorite artists, Chris Mitchell, on his live doing the saxophone. I love watching that show. So if you've never seen him, go on YouTube and catch his lives around 7 Pacific times, which is really closer to 8. He does a nice, beautiful live of talking and playing his sax to different types of music that we all love, you know. And that's always inspiring, and it calms my spirit. So thank you, Chris, in case you're listening. And then I went to bed early, which I never do. By the way, I never go to bed early. That is not in my program. But I guess I kind of needed to do that. And I woke up kind of early, but not too early, but you know, earlier than normal. And I said, okay, my plan is today I'm going to go outside and get that car working. I'm going to figure it out. I got a charger in the car. Maybe I'll be able to see to do it. And I'm going to get it charged, or I'm going to ask one of my neighbors to help me out. So it turned out one of my neighbors was walking by as I was about to do that. And he said, what's going on? And I said, well, you know, like back in February, it's not starting. It's just totally dead. I can't even lock the car. So we lifted the hood. He looked. He goes, you got corrosion around the post again. Because he was one of the people that was helping the last time around. The other guy that I usually go to, he wasn't around yesterday when I came home, so I couldn't ask him. But good old George, he said, let me go get my things, and he got busy. He got busy. He got the post off, and then the Portuguese guy from across the road, he came over and offered to help, and everybody comes out to help me. My neighbor upstairs on the 3rd floor, James, he came, you know, he was going to help me out. But George came over, he cleaned off all the posts on the battery. You wouldn't believe it. The car, boom, started right up. No charging. We didn't even use the charger. We didn't do anything but start it. Turn the key, boom. Gabriel was starting. Raphael. God rest Gabriel, because he was my other truck. Raphael started right up like that, like clockwork. I'm like, I cannot believe this. Of course, now the day's over, right? So I can't really go anywhere at that point. But I said, you know, I'm still going to go take a walk. The sun is in my eyes, but I'm going to go take a walk and have some coffee and come back. I have leftovers from last night, and I will do that. Finish up on my videos. Maybe I'll do some real drumming in the back room, meaning kit drumming, because I have a couple of songs I want to work on. I want to do them on the kit instead of just on my djembe. So I might do that. I'll wait for that siren to go by. There's always got to be a siren in my video. Always got to be a siren. So yeah, I'm sorry if I can't communicate with you all right now or see if any of you are listening, but I can't see nothing. I don't even see anything in front of me except the sidewalk. That's how dark my glasses get. But yeah, maybe I'll do that tonight. You know, I can't believe the week is halfway over and tomorrow's Thursday already, and next thing you know, the week is done. And today was supposed to be a lucky day today, according to my horoscope. And I dressed to impress today. So whatever that may mean, I did dress to impress. Yeah. But it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And the car works. And the car is cleaned up, ready to go. So tomorrow, I'm on the road. I'll probably go visit my mom tomorrow. But I don't know. You know, I'm not. That's a tentative plan, right? Because things change. So it might not happen tomorrow. So Mom, if you're watching, that doesn't necessarily mean I will be there tomorrow. But that is in my head that I was thinking I should do. I do need to go shopping, food shopping. I've thrown a lot of things out, and it's time to, you know, refresh, come again. But I got to be in the mood to go shopping, because I really hate shopping. It's just for me, so it's like, whatever. I got plenty of fruits for the birds, so I can go without food. I don't need it. I got things I could find. Yeah. Not like I got to cook for anybody, right? Not that I wouldn't want to, but I don't have to, so why would I worry about such a thing? I do want to get in the dirt, though. That is something I'm really needing to do. I'm I'm not going to garden like I'm accustomed to doing, because we've had a rat problem in the neighborhoods around where I live. There's a lot of construction, a lot of buildings going up, a lot of restaurants this year. There's at least 4 restaurants on the main street that were not there last year. So that means more places for these creatures to go for food. And what they were doing in our gardens in the back was digging and burrowing and nesting in the bottom. So we need to take out all the dirt. So James is going to take out all the dirt for us. And we're going to have to order some new dirt and fill them up and replace, clean the planters out and replace them in different locations so we distract the critters. And he has some ideas on how to help with that problem. So we're gonna work on that problem. So I'm not gonna plant any vegetables this year, but I do want to plant something. I want to get my hands in the dirt. That always makes me happy. I like to be in the sun, getting in the dirt. That is me. So maybe I'll plant flowers once we get the dirt in the planters. Maybe plant some flowers that the rats don't like. Who knows? But that's a plan. Fix my flower beds out front. Plant some seeds. That can occupy me for hours, let me tell you. I'll forget about the world or that it even exists. I'll forget about eating. I'll forget about life. I forget about people. Yeah, I do. And it's so enjoyable. It's just like an awesome thing to do. But we do have creatures, so. There's an owl that's been coming to visit. He's been spotted 3 times in our backyard, so obviously he's there to get rid of rodents. I love owls, so that's a good, auspicious, beautiful creature that is okay for him to visit our backyard. So I live in a co-op, so I don't have the backyard to myself. So we have to share with 6 families. See? Ambulances, fire trucks, and what else? Police cars. That's what we're going to get during this video. Someone asked me the other day, I was out to see Double Apocalypse on Sunday, and I ran into a few friends who know I play drums. I play hand drums. And they're saying, Angel, when's Sambalolo playing? I don't know, children. I just don't know. Sambalolo hasn't gotten any gigs, although he's been trying. When he gets them, trust me, we will be posting and you will know about it. That's all I can tell you right now. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Playing different music. I would never take out my drum for Double Apocalypse, although I'm feeling it like I want to so bad. But they're so organized. It's not like a jam band. It's not a situation where I could just jump in and just start playing my djembe. So I wouldn't do that. But I can go to the can tab, and I think this Sunday, that's one of my plans, is the can tab. So on Sundays in Central Square, the Cantab Lounge, there is it's called the Musician Band Jam. So it's a jam session. Different musicians come in. There is a house band, and they're the ones running it. So they have the bass, they have the drums, they have the guitar. Those are the 3 major instruments, and the saxophone. Those 4 major instruments are part of the house band. And then sometimes there's a keyboardist that comes in and he becomes part of it. And if I come, then I'm playing my drum on the side next to the keyboards. So I'm thinking about doing that, and that's more rock and roll, blues, jazz type of music, you know. Funk. I forgot the funk because I love funk. I love playing funk. So that will be something I'm thinking about doing on Sunday, this coming Sunday. And if I do end up going, maybe I'll put out a post that I'm going there. And then there's Thursdays. I don't play there either, but I love dancing. So everybody that knows me knows that you play some reggae music some kind of way. I don't care if it's whatever it is. If you got the right bass and kick and keyboards bubbling, Angel's gonna be dancing. Yes, she will. Yes, it's gonna move my body, baby. So that's every Thursday at the Tavern at the End of the World in Somerville. So I'll go there to see Boss Town Heavy with Jimmy Trees. So they have it locked down there, just like we used to have the Ghetto People Band at, and Jimmy Trees used to play there too, at Bowman Caves. So this is the new Bulls, that we call it the new Bulls. So we just don't have the Ghetto People Band anymore. Well, we do have the Ghetto People Band, but they aren't playing on a regular basis at any particular home. We call, when a band gets locked down in a particular club, that's the home of that band. So we don't have, I know the Ghetto People Band, they're not having that. The singers, they have their little spots that they go sing, like Toussaint plays somewhere over, he sings over at somewhere in Jamaica Plain, and I think John, where is he playing? Where does he sing? I don't know where he sings. Jonathan Gramlin, he has his own little spot that he does his thing in. And they use the same, kind of the same musicians that are in the Ghetto People Band, but they might, when they're doing their solo things, they kind of change up and call it something of their own. So, it is whatever. I don't think Glenn would be too happy about it, but at the same time, people have to grow, right? So Glenn is the general. He was the drummer in the Ghetto People Band. It was his band. Of course, he's not here anymore, so he's up there watching down. So hopefully the musicians and singers and players of instruments who are in that band don't forget what he wanted them to do. I would love to be able to get a bunch of musicians together and get that band up and running and be able to play in it myself. But I need qualified people, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do the singing. I need qualified people who are going to be there, and we need a home. We need a home that's right here, right in our town. Not over yonder, not down south, not over west, not up north. Right here, because I ain't going very far. But I would love to do that and be part of the band. I would love to do that. It's one of my thoughts. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, because I'm hearing him. I'm hearing Glenn saying, we got to do something. We got to do something. But I used to have bands before I met him, and I don't want to be the leader of a band, because I don't want to have to tell people, yeah, you ain't got it, you ain't qualified here to be here. I don't want to be that person. Maybe I'll have Jonathan do that part, because I know Jonathan would be down for whatever I decide to do. Toussaint will cuss people out, but I need them both I need both of them on the same page with whatever we decide to do, and we need to have a home. Maybe outside, I don't know. I would love to do some outside stuff right now with my drum. Just take my music and go sit Harvard Square, Central Square, and play and not think about nothing. When I say nothing, I don't want to think about worrying about I'm infringing on somebody's music because I'm playing from my Spotify. I don't want to worry about nothing. I just want to play. Make a couple dollars doing it too, because it's work, you know. But it's not about the money for me. It's more about playing. But making a couple dollars can't hurt. Can't hurt. No. There's a couple of things in the works down the road. There's a few musicians who want to collaborate, and but you know, that's down the road. And in the meantime, I got to stay busy. I got to keep busy, because right now in my life, honestly speaking, music, drumming is all I'm going to be doing right now. And painting. Yeah, I do that too. Painting just settles my mind. You know, that's not like a job. Although I could sell my paintings. But painting is just when you just, I don't know how to describe it, but that just settles my mind. But music is embedded in me. I've been doing drumming since I was young. And it's about time that I make something of it. I don't care what anyone thinks. Oh, she's too old. She can't do that. Yes, I can. I'm better than I was like 6 years ago when I started out. So I know all I need to do is be engaged in something. And to me, honestly speaking, if you're listening, I really don't give a flying crap how you feel about my music. It's about me. Because I went through this, like I told you, I had bands. I had a few of them. And the problem was the musicians in the band who weren't qualified to be doing what I was doing. And I can honestly say that. And I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry, because most of them people are no longer on this planet. God rest their souls. I forgive them. But they're not here anymore to tell me how my music goes or what I should be doing. I'm going to be a solo act of doing whatever it is I'm planning on doing. And I don't really care. Somebody out there is going to like what I do. And that's all that matters. I could go in and do something right here on the sidewalk if I wanted to. And I guarantee you, I will have an audience. I guarantee it. But I don't want to disturb the I don't want to disturb the peace here, because this is a parking lot. And that means there would be a lot of people coming by to see what's going on. And yeah, that wouldn't be appropriate. But I'm just saying, if I do want to do that, I have the ability. I do have the ability to make that happen. And I feel good about what I do. So why not just be solo, right? Mm-hmm. And maybe while I'm being solo, others will join me. Come on in, baby. Let's get it on. Let's groove together. That would be nice. So I'm thinking about it. It's just a lot of work sometimes loading up all these drums, because I have a lot. I have a set of congas, which I don't know why I didn't discover this a long time ago. I don't need to stand up and play the congas. I could put them on the ground and make a circle of drums around me. Just play them like that. So I've been studying that. I have bongos. I'm planning on getting another set of bongos in the near future, and maybe another djembe. Skinnier djembe, just different sounds I'm looking for. And then I have my two djembes I already have. I have Benji and a smaller one. He's not small. I thought he was big when I had him. Toussaint was the one that picked it out for me. And then I have, of course, Oswald, who is very big. And someday I'll want a bigger drum than him, you know. But for now, I mean, I'm kind of strong, but I'm not that strong. And my body is falling apart, so I got to figure out how I'm gonna lug all this stuff around. The whole reason why I'm not playing kit drumming, because it's so much work, breaking it down, all the hardware, the packing the drums up and putting them all in the car. My car could not hold all those drums. Well, maybe the back seat could, but yeah, it was real work when Glenn was here, and we used to travel, as he was a drummer. I used to have to help carry those drums around, and when he got sick, I had to be the one setting them up. So I don't think I'm going to do that part. Yeah, nah. But as my drumming skills get better in that area, I would be saying to anybody who wanted me to come and play drums, you better have a drum set up. You better bring a roadie, because a roadie got to set everything up and tune it up and mic it and do all that stuff, because I ain't doing it. Sometimes you just got to be professional, you know. And sometimes Glenn did that. He would tell a gig or a place where they hired the band to come. He would tell them ahead of time, you better have a drum set there, because I'm not bringing mine. When he went on tour with Meditations, they did that all the time. They would, you know, plan ahead that whatever club they were going to or whatever state they were going to, mostly Arizona, because down there they did a lot of stuff, that they would have to have a drum set up, and they would have to mic it for sound checking and do all that stuff, set it up for him, and he didn't have to do it. So that was a good thing.
Have a good night.
But yeah. Yeah. So are you all still with me? Are you all still here? Good. I know I'm just running my mouth today. Yeah. I had 2 shots of tequila before I left my house with my neighbor upstairs, because he wanted to tell me some things. And now I've got the coffee, so all of that going together is yeah, life is something else, though. Yeah, it's been a good day. So I guess I'm going to go home now and see what's next on my agenda without planning it. Let's see what I can get into. I hope I entertained you today. I hope I did. If I did, please drop some hearts down at the bottom and leave me a message. And feel free to share. If you haven't liked what I've been doing, make sure you do that. It's very important, because I have plans for the future, you know, and I need these things. So, now you can find me on YouTube. I will be posting this video also on YouTube. I do a lot of stuff over there, and I also do stuff on Facebook and Instagram, and soon on TikTok. Yeah, so the handle on YouTube is AngelNaphtalie, just like here on Facebook. AngelNaphtalie 24/7. That's 247. I have a lot of YouTube channels, but that's the only one I want you to focus on. So if you go there and you see my name on some other ones, you can like them as well. But to see what I'm doing currently, you need to lock it in at AngelNaphtalie 247. The number 247, like 24/7. Hello. And then on Facebook, I have a few pages there. The most important one is AngelNaphtalie Egg Gear, which is my personal main page. And then Angel's Inspired Thoughts, which I am going to be changing to AngelNaphtalie 24/7. I tried before. I don't know what happens. I still got to go back in there and figure out what took place, why it didn't change, because it's supposed to. So I was trying to wait for the 30 days to go by in case there was a problem. Then on Instagram, there are 2 Instagrams, but I don't use the other one, which is just mainly for radio, which I'm not doing right now. So the only one that you need to be concerned with is AngelNaphtalie. End of story. AngelNaphtalie 7 is my radio one, and I haven't posted on that in like 4 years. So there you go. And that's my story. So make sure you go to those pages and like it. Subscribe. I don't mean subscribe like you got to pay for anything. It's free. Just like it. And become my friend. But don't be one of them scammers who are always trying to, you got like 5 names and you're trying to be my friend. I'm probably not going to follow you at that. No, probably not going to do that. I'm going to assume that's a scam. If you're at one platform, I will follow you. I will check you out first. Don't try to solicit me to sell something to me, because I'm not going to buy it. 3, I'm not going to date you. Hello. That's not going to happen. You got to come real good for that one. And I'm not in the mood for that right now. 4, let's see, what else would I not accept? I think that covers it. Three of them examples, pretty good. Yeah. But there's a lot of scams out there. Don't scam me either, because I will know you. I will snip that out. Don't scam me, because I will not be very nice. Don't ask me for money, because that's not going to happen. Now, if you was one of my friends and I wanted to be nice and help you out, that's different. But if I don't know you, what you asking me for money for? You think, what do you think? I look like, I know. I look like $1 million. I know that. But I ain't got $1 million. You all need to be giving me some of that money. You know, drop some in my bucket. Yeah, I got to set that all up too. I got to go on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and go in the settings and set that up so that you all could drop me some ducats. But see how much I don't really worry about those things, you know. Life happens. It's what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna roll on down the road, listening to some good music. Listening to Lucky Dubé now. Some good grooves, you know. Wish I had my drum today, but I don't. That's the way it is the name of the song. Unbelievable, huh? Life happens, and that's the way it is. So hopefully you saw me well today, and I know I was far away and the camera, now I can see myself. I see a bunch of you is on here. Wow. I can't see them though. Yeah, a lot of you. Well, hi to all of you. I will definitely answer any of your questions later. I thank you all for joining me today. I hope that I inspired you to do something. I hope that you come out and see some of those gigs that I talked about. I know there's a whole bunch. I have so many friends playing. I know the Reggae Takeover did something on Sunday, and I didn't find out about it till the night was over. They did something at La Fabrica, and there's some other artists that they are promoting. I just wish, Dan, if you're listening and you happen to tune into this, or any of the artists that are connected to me, if you're listening right now, please do me a favor. When there's a gig like that and it's in my neighborhood, just send me a text with the info, not the flyer, unless you want me to share the flyer. Because sometimes the print on the flyer, like I looked at a flyer yesterday from whatever happened on Sunday, and I see scrolling across the very top of the flyer, La Fabrica. I didn't see the date. So it's not popping out at me. I don't see too good. So I need you to personally text me. Don't be afraid to contact me and say, Angel, we're playing at La Fabrica. Can you promote this? Or can you come down? Can you tell people about it? I will do that. All right? I will do that. But just to send it in my inbox with a flyer is probably not going to help me at all. Because I swear it said the Pala, and I thought that was down in Providence, Rhode Island, somewhere. I did not know it was at La Fabrica. And because I don't see too good, I have to plan things like, and that way I have to plan like, how am I going to get there? Who do I know that's going there? So they could pick me up, or I have to take a Uber or something, because I can't be driving around, you know, at nighttime. I just can't do it. I can't. But if you want me to be somewhere and you have a way to get me, tell me. Just tell me. Like most of the time, my brothers, Ahmed, Omar, Bubakar, Michael, and who's that? Well, all of them that have cars anyway. They take me wherever I need to be. But if they don't know about what's going on, or they're not planning on going, they're not going to pick me up. Now, I ran into Ahmed on Sunday at Double Apocalypse by accident. He didn't know I was going there, but he saw me post something. And then he knew I was there, because he knows I'm not going to do a live feed of a band playing if I'm not there, because they got to be there, right? So he came through because I was there. And that's my brother. Let me tell you, and when I say he's my brother, that's my brother from another mother. Ahmed got my back for everything. So, yeah, he would make sure. And Umar, my nephew's son, got my back. He's my bodyguard. I mean, I got some other bodyguards. You'll meet them in the future. But right now, those are people who are here now and will take care of business. And all the rest of the guys, Michael got my back, and Bubakar, and Gabriel, Matea, all of them. Yep. And my 7% Senegal brother. I have so many brothers. So even though my own brother, he lives down the Cape, I only have one living. He's down the Cape. I know he probably watches my videos, so I'm just saying, brother, I have brothers. Okay, I have brothers. So I'm good. And I have sons. I mean, it's just that nobody's ever around. So I gotta live my life. I can't sit home doing nothing. I also have lots of grandsons. Lots of grandsons. Lots of them. But again, they don't live around me, so they can't take care of things for me. My number one bodyguard is Liam, my grandson. He's only 9 though. And Cam. Bam, Slam, Cam. He just turned 13. And Liam, he's 9. Those are my little bodyguards. Yeah, they're on my team too, but they're not old enough to go places with me. All right, so I've been on here long enough, I'm sure. I only wanted to be on here 20 minutes, but, you know, who's counting time? I will talk to you all soon. Enjoy life. And did I see Oma? No, I see my daughter on there. She's spying on me. Kiana, stop following me around, all right? I know you're watching me. But guess what? You can watch all you want, but you can't keep up with me. Just saying. You will see he rules us all. So get over it. Who else? I can't barely see them. Yeah, I see my daughter on there. Looks like she was trying to ask me to bring her on. No, I'm not bringing you on for you to tell me to go home. It's not going to happen. There's only day, the book of life, and you will see the land far, far away. Yeah, I'm listening to one of them songs. Yeah. So that's calling me to go play my drums and play some reggae. Sata Masta Ghana. Ooh. Yeah, man. Yes, yes. Ooh. Okay, let me stop. I could go on for days, so it's better I stop now. Yeah. Let me go home. Let me go home. I'll talk to you all later. Peace and love. No hair grease, just dreadlocks. Yeah. See, my hair's all packed up nicely. I could just pop it out at any given time. I even left some hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Although they're driving me totally nuts. But I just want to do something different today. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the love. Make sure you drop your little hearties down the bottom. Drop a drum down there, like a little bongo, kunga. When you go down there, instead of texting, you say drum and search for a little emoji. Drop some drums down there and tell me you appreciate what I do. All right, I would love to see some of them things happening. That would make my day. Make my day. Make my day. Since you can't pay me nothing, just drop a drum down there. All right? I'll talk to you all maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Peace. Peace. See ya.